Right, Alan, second season at Cheltenham. We're here after the first day of training. How was it?
It was good. It was good. It was really enjoyable. It's good to be back, moving again as such. Good to see all the lads, meet the new faces. Just can't wait to get started now as always.
Yeah, there was a bit of confusion at the end of last season about whether you're definitely going to be here again or not. Can you just clear it up? What the situation was?
Yeah, it was my contract really the way it was, and wanted to speak to the manager. What he had planned for next season, cause I think that's probably one of my responsibilities as captain, to do that, and just there was a bit of confusion. If anything, it was the opposite. I wanted to maybe extend my stay and go that way. So there was never any chance of me leaving really.
Last time I spoke to you, obviously devastated after that game, and you said ask me in a few weeks. Can you look back on it with a bit of pride now? Even though it didn't end how you wanted it to.
Yeah, I suppose I can now. Yeah, something that many people from Cork have done, and from Ireland as well, I suppose. So something I'm proud of doing. Was really down after that. I feel like it probably took me a couple of weeks to fully get over it. Being back here now and back amongst this is good. It's exactly what I needed really. Just get back into it again.
Yeah, I remember you saying you hardly had a break last summer, and even when you were on holiday, you were in the gym every day. After playing 50 games, have you actually had to make sure you have a decent rest this summer?
Yeah, I did. To be fair, I probably did 3 weeks without really doing anything, which is really unlike me. And then I was really tired. There was a couple of fatigue issues that I had to sort out, and then just kind of tried to change it. Did more kind of stretching and yoga and swimming, and as opposed to the running and the weights that I did the previous summer. So I just tried to change it and on the bike a bit more. And I'll probably need this pre-season more than I needed last year's pre-season. Put it that way.
You've just turned just past 30 last season, but if you look back through your career stats, that's the most games you ever played in a season by a long way, isn't it? So that must be pleasing.
Yeah, it was very pleasing. It's good to get that kind of vote of confidence from the manager too. If you have a slight dip in form, that he won't turn his back on you or anything. So it was good that that I was able to just continue on and get back to the good form. So rather than being pulled out. So no, it was really pleasing, and obviously I probably said this 1,000 times. I have to thank Wes and all the lads for the amount of work he puts into me as well to keep me fit and keep me going.
Yeah, will the target be another half century of games this season if you can do it?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Don't really like to. I have targets, but I don't really like to say them. So, no, yeah, it'll definitely be up in around that mark. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a few players out of contract at the end of last season, and big players. And if you'd have been told that only Luke Summerfield, obviously you'd love to keep him, but he's the only one who's gone. Everyone else who the manager wanted to keep is here. Would you have settled for that?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a good focus among the group now coming back today, of what's needed. The manager started the day with saying last year was good, but it's gone. Next season has to be better. So that's the marker laid down on the first day. I think that started a good focus. Obviously, you've new lads coming in, so they need to be bedded into the group and all the rest. And it's kind of a funny time because lads come in on trial, and you get to know people, and they're gone a week later and stuff. So it's just mainly about everybody getting their fitness in.
Yeah, is there a feeling around the place of we've really got to make most of this opportunity now, because the club is in a good financial state after last season's FA Cup run in the playoffs, and does everyone want to just try to kick it on to that extra level?
Yeah, I think it has to be. If we go anywhere else, it'll be going backwards. So I think that has to be the minimum we're going with. That it is better than last season. So. Yeah, I think everybody knows that. I think the manager probably spoke to everyone individually anyway, and he said the same thing to me when he spoke to me. So I presume he would have said the same to everybody. So there's no grey area. There's no ifs or buts. This is what we need to do.
Yeah. There's obviously a hectic pre-season schedule coming up now, but do you think when the first competitive game comes around, there'll be any hangover from Wembley, or do you think you'll have that completely out of your system by then?
I think it's such a dynamic industry. It's so quickly changing that. Everybody knows that from the first game, which is Evesham, I think, in the pre-season, that you're as good as that game. That's your last game. You're as good as that. So we know, all the lads know, like that's the way it works. So there's no, I don't think there will be any hangover.
Yeah, Cheltenham life. You've been here a year now. Have you? You said it's quite a little bit similar to your hometown.
Yeah.
You enjoyed living here. You looking forward to another year in the town.
Yeah, I am, to be honest. Yeah, it was kind of felt strange, like coming home when I came in. Not yesterday, the day before. So yeah, no, I really enjoy it. Like I've got my same place, so that was easy to be able to move back into. And yeah, it's just a really nice town, and the way they just took all of the players in as well was really nice. All the fans were so welcoming, and I think for the fans, it'll be, because there was a real close connection last year. Even when we were leaving for Wembley, the people who came down to the ground and after Spurs and after all the games, there's such a close connection that I want that to be the exact same between the fans and the players. First name basis with some of them, and I'm looking forward to meeting even more now this year. So. It's such a community club, and that's the way it has to be, because if it's not, it'll be very hard then,
Yeah, a lot of clubs just completely rebuild every year, but a lot of these lads have been here a while, or at least 2 years, so do you think that'll help with the fans identify with them a bit?
Definitely, yeah. It's quite a strange situation for a League 2 club to be that way, as you said, usually there's a massive turnover. I was talking to Sam there about Barnet, and he said only 3 lads came back for pre-season, so there's going to be a whole new squad of 20 new lads there at that club, so. Yeah, for the players or for the fans who have players' names on their jerseys and stuff, it'll be good that they'll be there again, and if they have their favourites and the favourites are still here, and that's brilliant. That's what we need, and it's a momentum now that's gathering that we need to do. We need to capitalise on and move forward with it.
Yeah, it's probably quite a few things, but if you could think of one key thing you think you need to do to go one step further than last season, what do you think it would be?
That's a tough one. Probably a better March, I suppose, if you wanted to put it that way, but then that's that would be taking the position we were in going into March, right now. So focus on a strong finish, I suppose. Yeah, a good strong finish. Coming into the new year, stay, be consistent, stay weighted up to Christmas, stay in the pack, and then a good strong finish from there on.
Yeah, and in terms of the back four, probably have a familiar feel to it when the goalkeeper, but Billy Jones coming at left back, do you know much about him at all?
I don't. I only spoke to him this morning now for the first time. Yeah, I can't believe he's 29. I'm 13. We look about 10 years older than him, so that's never good. I must find out what he's using or something. But no, he seems like a good lad. He's obviously very experienced throughout the league 1 and 2, so that'll help us. And the aim for the back four will be to reduce the goals conceded, like we did last year, bring it down again. So that will be the collective aim, so among the defenders. So I'm sure he'll buy into that, and everybody will buy into that. All the defenders will.
Yeah, expecting to be up there in the bleep test again tomorrow.
Hopefully, just once you beat Jeff, I think that's the main thing.